What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This is a clip from our big NCAA opening lines, early leans show that we shoot every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern. To watch the entire show, just hit the link on the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. We move on to 2 p.m. Eastern action. This is a Nolly bet here. Troy at South Alabama. South Alabama won outright as 7.5-point dogs. We were on them this past weekend. Troy 4-5, 2-3 in the Sun Belt. South Alabama 4-6, 3-4 in the Sun Belt. South Alabama has been so bad for so long that it's been. I cheer for them. I actually care and want them to win for some reason. Hancock Whitney Stadium, Mobile, Alabama, 55 Fahrenheit, sunny, 8 miles per hour. It's another week. We keep week after week after week. We're getting great weather on Saturdays and Sundays. Troy's coming off their third straight loss, 47-10 at App State. They were down 28-0 after the first play of the second quarter. They were outgained 554-231. And we have seniors night for the South Alabama Jaguars. They're coming off snapping their 4-game losing streak with a big 38-31 win at Arkansas State. Desmond Trotter was 16-22 for 242 yards and 2 touchdowns, but it was Tanner McGee who came in to throw that 51-yard strike to Jalen Tolbert. McGee ended up 6 of 8, 145 yards and 2 touchdowns. This game popped off at 2 p.m. here, and Troy has taken a ton of cash. Wow. Opened up at Bet365 as 1.5-point favorites. Again, we talked about the licensed American legal books, and we don't talk about the offshores, but opens up at 1.5. Now 5-point favorites. Troy is now a 3.5-point move already. And Nolly Knows, I know you look at totals so closely. We're sitting at 53.5 or 53. Nolly, take it away.
Yeah, Jimmy, you said it right there. Totals. And we look at these two guys right here. They've been great for me. I've been riding. I've been talking about them for the entire season. I've been on almost every single game. You look at Troy, 6-2-1 to the under. South Alabama, 7-2-1 to the under. And both of them covering about almost 7 points a game. You look at what Troy really recently haven't been able to put up very many points. Only put up 17 against a poor Middle Tennessee team. Only put up 13 against Georgia Southern, and we're pretty much shut down against Appalachian State. Here they face a South Alabama team that is on the up and up. They were in some battles. They lost some tough games, and their defense has looked significantly better. And the pace of play at which they play at is what I like. You know, they're I believe they run about 70 plays per game. About middle of the pack, but I think that's what we see here, and especially at the last game goes over the total. I mean, they put up 38 against Arkansas State. That's one of the worst defenses in football, let alone the Sun Belt. So I think that's not really indicative of what South Alabama is, and Troy hasn't really given up too much. I mean, they gave up a lot to Appalachian State, but I think this game, when you look at the matchup, I think you got to look at under the total. 5 of the last 7 have stayed under the total. 2 out of the last 3 in South Alabama have stayed under the total. And the average total for South Alabama has been right around 55.3. Here you're getting 54, 53.5, right around the same total. They're not really adjusting. And I think because of what happened in the last game, I'm on the under here.
The under for Nolly Knows. Let's move up to CMac. We got a little Sun Belt, Fun Belt action. Troy, South Alabama, you making a move?
No, but not right now. But Nolly, I nailed it. South Alabama is one of the probably 4 or 5 teams I take a look at each game on an under, kind of like San Diego State. There's multiple teams I look down at. And Troy, who scored a lot of points, they've been defunct. They've had multiple quarterbacks in the last few weeks, and they haven't been able to score, like Nolly said. They just can't put up points. And I don't see – the only thing is this could be – kind of like a bum fight and might go over the total, but I don't think so. I think this one stays under the total as well.
And under that Nolly likes, backed by CMac. John Ryan, anything for you here, Troy, South Alabama?
My appetite's getting pretty big for South Alabama after this line move. I want to obviously find out more of the reasons why. But as we know, Troy got smoked last week by Appalachian State. I think it was 47-10. And these are 2 teams that have similar defenses in scoring defense. They're both averaging between 21 and 28 per game. So it sets up a really powerful combination here that has gone 32-5-1 for 84% winners over the last 5 seasons. So you're going to bet against any team. In this case, it's obviously Troy. in a game with two teams that are scoring defenses between 21 and 28, and with Troy coming off a loss of 17 or more points, and that's it, and that hits almost 85% the last 5 years. So once we get to know more of the reasons why here, I think South Alabama might be a really good contrarian play to make. It's 14-1, by the way, the last 3 seasons in that system. 14-1.
I like it. I like that. We do need to get more info. I agree with everything that you said there with your analysis. Alex Hills, we are so happy to hear that, my man. We work together to defeat the Juice, and that's why we got John, Ryan, CMac, and Nolly Knows here sharing their wealth. I'm just the host trying to get it all together for us, but we work together.
So humble.
Very glad to hear that. Okay, let's keep rolling here. We have the under for Nolly Knows in Troy, South Alabama. Let's move on to Liberty at number 20, Coastal Carolina. This is going to be a lot of fun. And on the show, I said about Liberty, I said they're going to – now, it's easy to say they're going to smash Massachusetts, but I thought they were going to cover the 37. The line went down to 35, minus 35. I was like, this is such an angry Liberty team. This is a different type of situation than normal when we see a team that believes in themselves against a team playing out the string that's looked awful. And I didn't pull the trigger. I was like, am I going to sit here with a 37-point favorite or a 35-point favorite? And I should have. I very angrily watched Liberty.
I thought you did it, Jimmy.
No.
I would have wrote you. I did it. I was this, and I just go, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to lay it. I think. And they started out slow, but like I said, one touchdown all year? They scored?
I have no excuse. Yeah. And we had our guy, Piker, whom we love very much, Seamus Ignoramus, a.k.a. Seamus Ignoramus. He took the Massachusetts team total under with like huge confidence, and they don't score a point. I couldn't believe myself. There were parts on the card where I don't know. I couldn't believe that I didn't attack it, but whatever. It happened.